Unsigned musicians think they need a plugger to get their first plays. No, you should be securing those yourself. Pluggers are about stepping up the number and quality of plays, eventually leading to playlist heaven. This video will help you work out if a plugger is right for you, how to choose one, prices, that kind of jazz. It will also hopefully stop you from using a plugger too early. You should not be playing a radio plugger to get you on your own local radio stations. Local radio stations elsewhere, maybe, but not your own. Sit outside the studio in a tent till the presenter arrives and save yourself $1,000. If the song is good enough, job done. You certainly don't need a plugger or a tent in Knots, because we have compiled these, giving you all the contact details for local media. You definitely should not be playing a plugger to get you on BBC Introducing, where all you need to do is go on the uploader. BBC Introducing guarantee your song will be listened to. Admittedly, it may take 6 months, but it will get listened to. If you're not getting play on your local station, it's probably because they think your song isn't good enough, or it's not right for the station. In either case, a plugger can't change that, unless they have some really incriminating photos. Let's define things. Plugging is the art of increasing the chances of a song getting played on the radio. A good radio plugger is a human who has the contacts and respect that they can send music to loads of different radio stations where a key person will definitely listen to it because it was sent by them. Broadly, there are 3 main types of plugger. National, securing plays on Radio 1, 1Extra, Radio 2, 6 Music, as well as now covering the major digital outlets like Spotify, Beats One, basically London-based shit. Regional, securing you plays on regional and local stations all over the UK, possibly covering student and community stations too. Genre, securing plays based on music style, not geography. Some pluggers will be in-house, meaning they work within a label. Others will be independent, often operating as part of a bigger promotional company. Music tip, slightly counterintuitively, you often start with national pluggers. Regional come on board when you have momentum. Certainly this is the approach of a conventional label. As an unsigned artist, your approach is probably to DIY one-off plays locally, called spot plays, then DIY one-off plays based on genre, then DIY a small number of national spot plays, and then ponder regional, other regions, not yours. Now, I appreciate the statement, DIY a small number of national spot plays may have caused a few, you what mate? If your song is good enough and you put the work in, it is possible to DIY national radio plays. Let's break down getting national spot plays without spending 1,500 quid. BBC Uploader. Tunes loved locally get forwarded to national stations including Radio 1 and 2. Upload to amazingtunes.com and get played on Amazing Radio. Specialist shows on digital-only stations like 1Extra. Digital listenerships can be 80% smaller than the FM big boys. It's not easy, but it is less hard to cut through with them. National radio DJs like John Kennedy from Radio X often speak at public events. Attend the event, give him your demo. The music tip coming up soon. Watch video 3 and read PDF 3 for more on this DIY approach. Do you actually mean the band's had a whip around, we've got 400 quid to promote our music, what's the best way to do it? In which case radio plugging's up against PR campaigns, showcase gigs, better kit, in-person delivery. Music tip, get a megabus to London. One of you goes and sits outside Radio 1 till Hugh Stevens comes out, another outside Radio X till John Kennedy comes out, leave the drummer sitting outside 1Extra in his I Love Knots top till Mr. Jam comes out. Do you actually mean, what is my best approach to get the most radio play, exposing me to the most people for the least dollar? And even people isn't clear cut at this early stage in your career. 100 industry people listening might beat 1,000 punters. Here's our formula. Get initial local plays yourself. In Nottingham, this means BBC Introducing, Kemet and Nusic. If your music can't achieve play locally, it's unlikely to nationally. The big caveat being genre. You could have a banging guitar song, and so not be appropriate locally for Kemet, but bang on nationally for Kerrang. You could be an F-bomb film grime track, perfect for late night 1Extra. Less so for BBC Nottingham's over 55s. Video 3 for more on that. Get broader local media coverage yourself. In Nottingham, this means the Post, Leftlion, Notts TV, plus the student outlets are great places to practice. Video 8 for more on them. Submit your music to outlets at least 3 times before giving up, assuming they aren't feeling it, as opposed to they've lost it, mislabeled it, trod on it. Make sure you submit music the official way. Key lesson from video 3, send DJs music the way they want to receive it, not the way you want to send it. With broad local media coverage, plus some national spot plays, together proving you have a great song that connects, then consider a plugger. There's this theory of websites, don't seek more traffic till you are sure the website is effective for current traffic. It's similar here. Don't get a plugger for play further afield till you have a song that is working at home. Now it's time to flirt with the independent radio plugger of your dreams and start dreaming of playlists. Watch all our Nusic Advice videos to get informed pre-starting negotiating. Get clear about your target stations whilst acknowledging one of the areas a plugger adds loads of value is in knowing about that station in East Glasgow you've never heard of, but it's actually really into Celtic techno banger from Nottingham. Qualities to look for in the plugger of your dreams include quantity of contacts, how many radio stations do they know? Quality of contacts, how well do they know those stations and how big are those stations? Consultancy, where to send, when to send. Track record, what artists like you have they achieved what with? Level of commitment, are they guaranteeing to send your song? Are they guaranteeing your song will be listened to? Are they guaranteeing your song will be played? Music tip, counterintuitively, you do not necessarily want a plugger who guarantees that they can get you played because that shouldn't really be possible, implying they might be a bit of a dodgy geezer or geezerette. That said, top pluggers do have leverage as they control access to big artists too. Like agents can get their unknown act on a festival lineup as part of the deal that secures the headliner, a plugger can offer an exclusive first play on a big artist with a wink and a nod about guaranteeing some first plays on a couple of the new artists they're representing. That said too, some pluggers know their target DJ so well they can accurately predict if they will like it or not. Like love, initial interactions will be different if you approach them or they approach you, different scenarios. As pluggers take fees versus managers taking percentages, it's not as definitely a compliment if a plugger approaches you, saying they think you're the next big thing, the next Jake Bugg. They could simply be inflating your ego to get some dollar. Ah yes, controversial territory. Good pluggers charge four-figure sums, yet at the start of your musical career you've got no money. You work for free, your manager works for free, your roadie works for free. Why should your plugger get paid? Well, as the old adage goes, you get what you pay for. Equally, if they believe in you, they want to be part of your team long term, surely they do the first single for free. If they don't believe in you, do you really want to work with them? Your choice, but I think you've got to at least ask the question. At the very least, seek a performance-related deal of some sort. If they want to charge you $2,000 regardless of whether they get you a single extra radio play, surely that is sending out some warning signs. There are cheaper plugging services out there, functional pluggers, where you're not paying for quality contacts, you're paying for a simple service of doing the ball ache, mailing out your music to loads of stations, literally all over the world, resulting in you getting played on an American student station in Omaha with 3 listeners. 2, new pluggers just starting out with something to prove. For reference, the costs of a plugger you would actually want to plug for you are rarely less than $1,000 to £1,500 per single. Remember though, a good plugger will not just enhance your career through securing high-profile radio plays, they might make you some cash too, as long as you have your PRS sorted. So, sort out your PRS forms, don't be scared to negotiate, and don't forget about that. And remember, it really helps if you're fucking good.